The funding for this video is provided by the amazing members of my Patreon. Also contributions from viewers like you. Thank you. Yeah, I started from PBS Kids. What you gonna do? Fight me? Anyway, roll the video. Alright, I'm coming out swinging right away. If you clicked on this video thinking that I'm going to be talking about race swapping, any of that, don't. No, because that's not even what the video is about. This video is about colorism, okay? Colorism. So you can keep all your little mermaid takes to yourself. Don't want to hear them. Don't want them flooded in my comment section because this is not what that video is about, okay? So let's go ahead and get this started. Hey y'all, it's Harriana and I'm back with another video. Hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriana and welcome to or welcome back to the pirate ship, also known as Harry Hook's pirate ship. I am the captain. You are not my first mate. I don't got no first mate because you want to know why? Nobody's worthy of being the first mate. I don't like the fact that y'all can see this, so let me move y'all over a little bit. But hi, hello, how are you guys doing? My name is Harriana and I like to make content based off nostalgia and family and children's entertainment and all the issues that I find within those spaces. Now today, this video was originally going to be called Nani is Not Light Skinned, but it just made me think about like the bigger issue that surrounds this problem, because I have spoken about colorism regarding Black people numerous times on this channel, and I did speak about it a bit when it came to non-Black people too, but this is a big ass problem that we honestly need to start having when it comes to non-Black people of color, because the colorism with Black people is terrible, but colorism with them, it is honestly so disgustingly normalized, and it's to the point where people think like dark-skinned non-Black people of color don't exist. Hi, editing me here. I also wanted to make a note before I move further talking about how non-Black people of color have a bad issue with colorism. I just want to note that when I go to beauty supply stores that are owned by Asian people, they are full of like skin bleaching creams and stuff like that. I'm not even joking. Like legit skin bleaching creams. And I noticed that I don't really see that when I go to Black beauty supply stores. But when I go to the Asian ones, yeah, it's in there. Colorism is a really bad thing with that community, and I'm going to do my best with not trying to overstep my boundaries with talking about colorism involved there. But this is a big problem, and it doesn't seem like it's getting any better when it comes to representation in Hollywood. It sucks really bad, and it's not even just Hollywood, because anime got this big problem too. That's another topic for another discussion. I'll be quiet and continue on with the commentary. I like, really, I have met Asian people darker than me. Y'all, dark-skinned people exist. Dark-skinned Asian people exist. This is not a surprise. This is not a shocker. And it makes me really frustrated that when we get representation for darker-skinned non-Black people of color, it's usually an animation. Cartoons, good. I love that. We need that rep there too. And I'm not trying to throw shade at animation or anything like that, but I honestly find it really fucking ridiculous that if we want to see a dark-skinned non-Black person of color, we have to go to a cartoon, because you want to know why? Hollywood is not going to cast one. They're absolutely not going to cast one, because Hollywood is very much colorist. Like, one thing I deeply do appreciate, I got my grievances with Mindy Kaling, but I am happy that she casting my Trey for Never Have I Ever, because she is not the typical pale South Asian girl that we are so used to seeing on our television. She is visibly brown, and I appreciate that. I was thankful that that factor was there, but it just opens the door to the bigger issue when it comes to the subject of colorism, and then having to do with the Asian community and the Pacific Islander community just as well. It is terrible, and it's so bad to the point where it's just not even really discussed, because here on my channel in the past, I have spoken up about colorism regarding Asian communities, because it's a fat ass problem. I'm not even going to get there. Colorism is a big problem there, and people were in my comment section coming to defend it, saying, oh no, it's not what you think. It's not colorism where people think that if your skin is darker in Asia, it's bad. It's people who had darker skin were usually associated with being poorer, or they worked out in the fields and such like that. Do y'all not realize that that's still colorism? It's still colorism, baby. It absolutely fucking is. Like, I'm telling y'all, colorism is so bad with them. People legit find it so hard to believe that dark-skinned Asian people exist. Like, Anne Buchoy from Amphibia, people were shook to see how brown she was. And I was like, y'all, Asian people can be darker than what we always see on the television. Okay, and it's another grievances that I want to speak up before we get into the entire thing with Nani, because this is just like the tip of the iceberg. We're tired of it. We keep seeing it. But moving back to back in the day, y'all know with Teen Titans 2003, y'all know Jinx. Jinx, very light skinned, very much pale, looked about white. Jinx was whitewashed. Little do people know, Jinx was a dark skinned South Asian girl. And her new design in the Teen Titans looks like that. And it's the worst thing about it is because that is me and many other people's introduction to Jinx. I had no idea that Jinx was even a woman of color until I got older. I was like, what? Who the fuck is that? And people were like, that's Jinx. And I was like, no, that's Jinx. And they're like, no, they whitewashed her in the original. So you guys see the problem now? People be introduced to these properties with these people that don't look how they look in the original property, and then shit gets fucked up. Because people don't even know that colorism went and got Starfire just as well. I don't want to hear none of you Starfire is not black takes. I don't care. But y'all can go ahead and say that colorism did affect her, because if you look at her first few designs from like the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, and then you see her design up in 2003's version, colorism. Teen Titans Go even made her lighter just as well, and then, you know, Teen Titans even made Cyborg light just as well. But as I said, I really wanted to focus talking about colorism with non-black people of color, because it is a giant issue within the community that being what's going on in the cast and director's room that needs to be addressed. Because Hollywood wants they want diversity nowadays, because they know it's what's going to get people to click on their shit. They know that is what's going to make them money. That being said, Hollywood doesn't exactly want to do that, or they don't want to do it in a good way, I say, because there is the side of, because I saw a post like back in the day, and it was like, this is the side of Asia that you don't see. And it was a lot of dark-skinned Asian people, and it wasn't just dark-skinned South Asian people, it was dark-skinned East Asian people. And that is something that we don't really see all that often, because I remember people was even throwing a fit when it came to Don't Toy Me Miss Nagatoro, a series that has issues, but people were throwing a giant fit about it because of how tan Nagatoro is, because they're not used to seeing a girl in anime be that complexion. And mind you, that Nagatoro not even that dark. She about the same skin color as like Momo from Peach Girl. Peach Girl. Ooh, don't get me started on that. But moving on, for like Momo and Peach Girl, we see how big of an issue colorism is within the community, but it seems like nothing was done without it. One thing that pissed me off the most about Peach Girl is that they try to make us feel bad for that colorist ass bitch side. Like, no, fuck her. No. But really what made me want to get on here and sit and talk about this today was the entire situation going on with Nani's casting. If you know who Nani is, Nani Pelikai from Lilo and Stitch. I love Lilo and Stitch down. Amazing ass movie, beautiful, love it down. And I see that people were like, oh, they just used a bad picture of her, this is what she really looked like. And I was like, baby, it's still colorist, it's still very much colorist casting, still colorist. Let's go ahead and get it there. But Nani, she about to color. Her and her sister are like my color. They not lighter than this, baby. And that's what's jarring to me the most about this, because I remember the entire situation that had to do with Avatar: The Last Airbender. I see that it is happening here. And if you guys are familiar with Professor Flowers on YouTube, I love him so much. She is so great. He, she is the pronoun, so that's why I went back and forth. But I will link their video down below, and I did speak a bit in it about colorism regarding, you know, non-black people of color, because in that video I did speak about how even though Katara was not black, it was nice to see that there was still a girl that was about my complexion on television. So it was very hurtful to see that we see this live action casting that a lot of the characters in Avatar that we see as darker skinned non-black people of color, they played by little light brights. And it looks like that this may be happening with the new Lilo and Stitch film. And that really fucking scares me, because I remember when it was announced that there was going to be a live action Moana. First of all, do we need a live action Moana? Do we need a live action Moana? Do we? I have my opinions about that movie. I'm gonna keep to myself because y'all not about to drag me. But I do appreciate what Moana has done for the culture. I have some issues with the last third of the film, but moving forward, people were talking about that Ali Carvalho, who played Moana voice in the animated film. People found out that she was going to be a part of the new one, and people thought that she was going to be playing the role of Moana, and it was like, no, she's just a producer. And what got people so scared about that is because Ali is a bright. Ali is a light-skinned Hawaiian woman, okay? Moana's not light skinned. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with her not being light skinned. Like how there's absolutely nothing wrong with Lilo and Nani being not light skinned either. But Hollywood seems to think that that is a problem. The scariest thing about this is that Hollywood tends to treat dark skin like it's a crime. Like, we already have our issues with colorism that go on with black people, and I have talked about that numerous times on my channel. But here, it's just like, I don't want to feel like I'm blending the two communities together, because I feel like this is a discussion that we do need to have, but it is one side of the discussion that gets talked about way more than the other, and it's just time to bring it up. Non-black people of color, the representation when it comes to skin tone range is lacking severely, and it's not good. They don't even cast somebody that is my color when it comes to the Asian community and Pacific Islanders and Arab people just as well. Like, what is going on? What exactly is going on? Because I remember back when the Aladdin movie was casted, a lot of people were not happy with the fact that Naomi Scott was casted to be Jasmine. Naomi Scott, light skin. Jasmine is not light skin. And also, Naomi Scott is low-key racially ambiguous just as well, but that's another topic for another discussion. That's something else that Hollywood wants. They want to tell diverse stories, but they don't actually want that diversity to be there. Specifically, they don't want that representation to be as accurate. They want to make a beautified version of it. They want to make a pretty version of it. And that's literally what Hollywood does. They take ugly stories and try to make them super duper pretty. Like, Euphoria is an ugly ass story. Let's just go ahead and get that done. But it looks gorgeous. The cinematography is amazing. And Lilo and Stitch is a story about death and grief. And that shit is, it's awful. It's terrible. I'm somebody that is dealing with it. I understand the pain that Nani and Lilo go through, but you know, it's a movie. They're gonna make things look beautiful, and it looks amazing. But there's certain aspects to what Hollywood thinks is beautiful that's actually rooted in bigotry, and so much of that has to do with colorism, featureism, texturism, all the little what's the things? What is the word I'm looking for? The subsections? The subsections of racism. It's there. Like I said, they want to tell a Hawaiian story, but they don't want actual Hawaiian people there. They don't want people that actually look how they did in the animated film. And it's just so freaking scary to see how, if we want accurate representation with how the way people look, it's sad that we be having to go to animation for it. Hi, editing me here. I want to go in a little bit more detail about why I said that. I am not sitting here saying that going to animation for the sake of representation is a bad thing, because it absolutely is not. But it truly is saying something how we want to see darker skinned non-black people of color on our television. We have to go to animation because they don't want to hire no real people to like actually play these people on screen. It's concerning. And then also, animation gets treated like shit by like the general population. I'm not even joking. It's bad. Animation gets treated horribly, and it does have a lot of the representation that we do want to see in live action, but the film industry is nasty towards the subsection of the animation departments. So it's overall a mess, and it sucks, and it's bad. And what's so sad about that is that when these animated films and TV shows get adapted into live action, and these characters are darker skinned, it don't be accurate when it comes to real life. So it sucks. It's annoying. Like, that actually is very jarring, and it's weird, and I'm just tired of it. I'm so sick of Hollywood's bullshit. Okay, this is why I keep on preaching to go to the independent market, because that's just the only place where things are going to get better, because people actually care about casting accurately over there. But Hollywood, like I said, Hollywood has a lot of work to get done, and while we are getting these more diverse stories, there's still going to be some prices to pay for them, because, oh, we'll get that diversity. Like, that's why a lot of people were happy to see we were getting a live action Aladdin movie, because it takes place in the Middle East. But then colorist that cast and ruin that. That genuinely is going to keep happening with a lot of these movies that are announced with non-black people of color. There's always going to be some type of colorism in there, and I'm just sick of it. I'm just over it. I'm just tired of it. So y'all can, that little live action Tiana that y'all wanted, y'all can pack that shit up, because they might make a little light bright Tiana, and I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm scared for this live action Moana. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I've spoken my grievances. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I was editing my video about the shit they be lying to y'all in school about. It was good. It was a long thought out video. I had it scripted, all of that shit. But then I saw Nani is not light skinned, and I had to just get on here and talk my shit. And I don't even want to say I'm talking my shit. I'm just like, we do need to speak about the issues with colorism that go on with non-black people, because we're gonna keep having Ronnie Hawk situations that happen. And I've talked about this situation so many times on my channel, but this is why I saved it for last. But Ronnie Hawk, who plays the older sister on Stuck in the Middle, a Disney Channel show, she's a white woman, lied and said that she was Latina to get a part. But I was like, let's actually think about how she was able to get that role, because colorism, featureism, and texturism are big when it comes to the Latin community. Okay, they are nasty. They be so mean to anybody that got kinky hair, people that got wider noses, bigger lips, darker skin. They are nasty to them. So women that look like Ronnie Hawk are usually the ones that get casted in a lot of things when it comes to Latino roles. Because Ronnie do not look that much far off from a lot of these Latina actors that constantly get work within this industry. So that's all I'm gonna leave that at. I'm just gonna leave that at. Colorism sucks. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. But thank y'all for watching. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about them making Nani light skin, because I saw that and I was just like, keep it. Y'all can keep this movie. Keep it. I'm just go watch the original. I don't even, you know what, not even keep it. The thing is, like, just don't watch the movie. That's just me at this point. Just don't watch it. I'm most likely not gonna watch it after I saw that. I still have Lilo and Stitch on DVD. I can go watch that movie as many times as I want. I can go scream about Nani and David's relationship over there, but that's just, I'm just done. I'm done. They lost me. They lost me with this movie, because that's part of the reason why I didn't even watch that live action Aladdin movie, and I heard it when, you know, they're great. So yeah, and then I found out they're making another one, and I'm just like, listen, Naomi Scott is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie, but I was like, baby, Jasmine is not light skinned. Jasmine's not light skinned. But I'm just mad. I'm just turning this off right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day, night, whatever time of the day you watching this. I'm most likely gonna upload this in the middle of the day, because I'm over it. I'm tired. Y'all can't even see how done I am right now. But yeah, I'm calling it a night. Good night. I'm not even gonna finish editing the other video tonight. I'm gonna go save that for another day, because your girl over it. Your girl fed up. Your girl tired. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Good night.
Now that you see, you should beware of the power of three. They come to fight as fast as they can. They're dangerous yet fabulous. Because the Utonium made them eschew. They are the colors of pink, green, and blue. They'll catch you in the blink of an eye.